Hi guys, so I'm gonna be reading a new story from Turtle Brat, and the plot is the turtles come home from a normal patrol throughout the city, but when they enter the lair, they hear crying, and Splinter is already dead in this. So I'm reading it on Wattpad. So let's get started. Chapter 1. Who's that? Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo were going back home after patrolling the city. It was a good night of kicking some Krang and footpots. They all felt content with what they achieved this night. They figured it'd be the same as all of the other nights after patrol. Go home, maybe hang out, but for the most part, just do their own things. But tonight was different. When they got into the lair, they heard something. They heard a muffled cry through the lair. They all looked at each other nervously. Could it be a trap? Raph questioned. What else could it be? Mikey spoke. I don't know, you guys. It sounds like a little kid, Leo said. I might have to agree with Mikey and Raph on this one. It's likely a trap. There is much else. There isn't much else it could be. Sorry, Leo, Donnie responded. Leo sighed, and then slowly drew his katanas. Keep a sharp lookout and follow me. Let's check this out, Leo spoke. The others drew their weapons and followed Leo. They slowly approached the dojo where the crying got louder, and as they peeped in, right under the tree was a kid, looking maybe to be around 2 years old. Leo put his weapons away. So did Mikey, Raph, and Donnie. So did Mikey, Raph, and Donnie. Weren't as trusting. There's a note next to her, Donnie pointed out. Okay, come on, Leo spoke, and Raph rolled his eyes. They walked closer to the little girl, and nothing was popping out. She wasn't transforming into a robot. Nothing. When she saw the turtle, she stopped crying, but she didn't look happy still. Mikey ran over to her and picked her up, and Leo grabbed the note. As Mikey was playing with the little girl, he actually made her giggle. So while they were playing, Leo read the note aloud for Raph to hear. Dear Turtles, I have been watching you throughout the last several months. I had a baby girl that I could not take care of. I didn't have any requirement of a proper parent, and you may think you don't either, but with all of your personalities to teach her something different along with the safety you'd provide her through your ninjutsu skills. I have full confidence you could all take care of her. If you are truly do not think you can take care of her, then you could put her up for adoption. But in all honesty, I didn't do that because I believe she's a brilliant child. It was my own situation that made me get rid of her. If you do decide to take her, thank you. I'll appreciate you though. Sincerely, the baby's mother. Nobody talked, ignoring Mikey and the toddler who were not paying attention, until after minutes of concerned silence, Raph spoke. Could it still be a trap? Raph, how? Leo spoke with an annoyed tone. Tracking device, Krang baby. Krang baby? Really, Raph? Leo questioned. If the Krang adopted a kid and sent it to us to take care of, maybe they could watch us train and learn our fighting skills. Raph, have you lost your mind? It's a kid, Leo said, nearly yelling, his face nearly turning red with anger. And we're teenagers, Raph spoke, getting closer to Leo, seconds away from fighting. Okay, listen, how about we check the kid for any devices that could harm, track, or watch us, and then we'll figure out what to do. Donnie threw out, trying to get Raph and Leo to calm down. Yeah, check her pockets so I can prove Raph is wrong, and we'll set up an area for her to sleep at. Sleep at? Don't tell me you're considering having us keep her, Leo. What do you want me to do? Throw her on the streets? Leo spoke. Raph, who was now pissed, hushed and walked out of the dojo. Leo and Donnie turned to Mikey, who was still playing with the little girl. Mikey and her were now playing patty cake. Leo and Don walked over to them and sat down next to them, Mikey then taking a hint to stop playing with her for a minute. And she turned to face Leo. Hey, do you have a name? Leo spoke softly to her. She shook her head no and frowned, and a frown appeared. How about we think of a name for you while we eat something? And a smile bounced right back on her face. She stood up and walked beside Mikey to the kitchen with Leo and Don following close behind. Yo, little friend, have you had pizza before? Mikey questioned while lifting the little kid onto the countertop again. She shook her head no. Oh, we're gonna fix that right now, Mikey said while grabbing his T-phone in order to order some. Leo and Donnie walked to the side a bit to talk. Leo, I have a metal detector, which could tell us if she has anything, like a camera or a little device that eliminates the checking of her pockets and everything, and more thorough. Then what are you waiting for, D? Go get it. Okay. Donnie ran off to grab the metal detector from his lab. Leo looked at Mikey and the little girl. Mikey was showing off Ice Cream Kitty. Leo decided to talk with Raph. He felt bad for fighting with him earlier. Leo got to Raph's door and knocked. Raph gave him permission to come in, and upon entering Raph's room, Leo saw Raph on his bed, chilling with Chompy. Chompy was gnawing on Raph's mask wraps. Sorry for arguing. Your pessimistic outlook was just getting on my nerves. It's whatever. I'm not that big fan of a new little roommate. Why not? She's nothing like Splinter. Plus, I'm just worried she's going to make me miss him more than I already do, Raph anxiously admitted. Dude, we all miss Splinter, but I think keeping her would be a good idea. If anything, it might help distract from Splinter. And you never know. She might become your best friend. Doubt it. Come on, Mikey, order pizza. It should be here soon. Okay, give me a second. Leo shut the door to Raph's room and headed back to the kitchen. Donnie stopped him in his tracks. She's clean, not even a scrap of metal on her. Okay, thank you, Donnie. Leo finished walking to the kitchen, and when he walked in, he looked at the kid, and an idea popped into his head. Mikey, I think I have a name for her. Let's hear it, Leo, Mikey spoke, and the little girl turned toward Leo. What do you think of the name Wayan Yoshi Hamata? Leo spoke to the kid, and a big smile grew on her face. She carefully stood up, and Mikey made sure she didn't fall off the counter, and when she got to Leo, she hugged him. Raph and Donnie walked into the room, smiles plastered on their face, and Mikey spoke. Welcome to the family, Wayan. That's chapter 1. I'm gonna be doing chapter 2 later. I don't know if this story is complete. So if it is complete, I'm gonna be reading the other stories. So, bye.